Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is a sound check. Let me know if you can hear me. Give me a heart, please. Hey, sis. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, Living Better with Style. You guys are rocking. You rock. So I'm going to give a few minutes for everybody to come in and then we'll get started. That was a little too loud. Hey, Jasmine. Welcome. Yes, excitement about Fitness Friday. Hey, Taylor Burke. How are you, Taylor? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm starting to like this YouTube music. What about you guys? I'm going to pay for this in the morning. Hey, Miss Yo-Yo. Hey, Marley December, family caregiver. Hey, sis, how are you? It's Friday. It's Friday. But as YouTubers, we work 7 days a week, right? Yes. Got 6 content creators in the live. Please thumbs me up, thumbs me up. Eight content creators in the live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thumbs your girl up, please. In about a minute, we're going to start. I'm going to go ahead and turn this AC down because I'm already feeling the heat. I don't know about anybody else, but today it was hot. Okay, guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. And first, I need to give some shout outs. Let's see. In the beginning, I had, wait a minute, let me make sure I don't have everything open up double here. So I had Tiffany Chanel that came in first. It seems like her and Brother Harrison and Marley, they had a little competition going on, but they were in here earlier today, and I thank you very much. And I hear the echo, but I had to go to the screen just so that I can see everything. So yes, it was Tiffany Chanel, Marley, and Harrison family vlog. They came in early and they had a little competition going on today. So welcome, guys. Thank you so much. Now have in here Living Better with Style, Jasmine Easley, the Miss Yo-Yo Show, all of which are beautiful, beautiful people. And I welcome you guys to the live stream today. I am going to go ahead and get started here. And as I see people come in, I am going a shout out. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so today, guys, let me go ahead and get the screens open up. And I was really waiting on a particular person to come in because I really wanted to say something to her today. Um, and hopefully she'll make it in today. She has been into my videos like they were golden, and I appreciate it, but I've been into her videos as well. So hopefully she'll come in. If not, I will give her another update on her videos. So give me just a second, guys. Let me go ahead and open up my screen. All right, guys. And when you see them, please let me know that you see them. Give me a red heart, pink heart, blue heart, purple heart, whatever color the heart is. Just to let me know that you have received that you can see the screens. And I'm monitoring from my phone, so I'm taking it that you guys are seeing them. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you so much. Thank you, Taylor. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So again, guys, welcome to Fitness Friday. And today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about something that we've already, thank you, Living Better. Thank you, Marley. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to talk about some things that we talked about before in the past, but I have another reason for speaking about this. Thank you, Jasmine. I have another reason why I wanted to talk about this again. As you guys saw, I had on a red shirt and it has a heart on it and it says Granny's Girls. I lost both of my grandparents, my maternal and paternal grandmothers, to heart disease. And they suffered with diabetes and they were obese. They lost a lot of weight, but then they just could not overcome the disease at that point because of their age. And they still didn't really get a gist of the idea of exercising and eating healthy and walking because they figured, the older people, they figured that eating is what you're supposed to do. They didn't really, money was always a thing. And I hate to say it this way, but in my culture, money has always been a thing. So you were lucky and blessed to get anything to eat. So they ate, but they didn't always eat the best. Um, they ate their veggies. They loved some collard greens and cornbread and pinto beans, black eyed peas, and all those good things. But they cooked them with salt meat. I guess they call it pork, salt pork or fat back or something like that. They cooked it with that. So they ate those type of things. Granted, they were eating and they thought it was balanced and it was never a problem as long as they were growing, coming up and they were growing their own food. But then when it became an issue of buying the things from the store, there is a difference, as we talked on my Wellness Wednesday about the different things that are going into the foods that we eat. So I try to keep it, that's right. Thank you, Taylor Hamhock. So I try to keep it as natural and calm as possible because I don't want to be picked on or someone coming at me for bad mouthing certain things. So I'm just telling it like it is, and this is from experience, guys. But they ate things because that was all they could eat, especially when they moved to the city and stopped growing their things. So, work and trying to feed the children and trying to um, live a good lifestyle, they thought that eating the ham hocks and the collard greens, and I'm not knocking it because heck, I ate it too as a child. Yes, I did. Because you know what? That's the one thing you didn't do is tell them you weren't going to eat something they fix. That was the one thing. So you was detained. Okay, no problem. No problem. No problem. So with that being said, that's why I decided to talk about this again because by the time they started to do the things that was healthy for them, I think a lot of the damage was done. And then at that point, they believed and trusted in the doctors. Uh, they didn't know my grandparents were up in age. So, as a matter of fact, my grandmother's birthday, one of them, my paternal grandmother, her birthday is this week. Hey, Lady Russell. Hey, welcome. Her birthday is this month. She would have been 93 this year. And my maternal grandmother was up in age too, and she would have been in her 90s. My grandfather would have been 102 in September. So it's things like that that we didn't think about it then, and some of us we think about it now, but how in depth do we get with it to change our lifestyle? And I know a lot of it is costly for one. So I'm not going to go any further into this because it leaves me in some kind of way because I still grieve over it because I know for a fact that my grandmother, she was taking medication for diabetes and for heart disease. My grandmother maternal had a heart attack in December. I don't know which year it was, but she had a heart attack and it was during Christmas time, and that's how I remember because she loved Christmas. And she went out and she decorated the whole house, the yard. So she was the original Griswold. I took after her. But she was decorating and she just kept complaining that she didn't feel good. And my grandfather said, well, let's just go to the doctor. She went the next day just to find out that she fought through a heart attack. So they gave her medications and all that stuff. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you. So they gave her the medications and things like that. But then the 4th of July of 2000, well, actually 1999, she was, putting things away and she was saying things like, this is the last Christmas gift that I'm going to be able to give you. And I was like, oh no, grandma, you don't have to give me anything for Christmas. I'm grown. So she was putting away water and canned goods because she had heard all this big thing about, you know, 2000, the year 2000, how the banks weren't going to be working and money's not going to be here and all these things that she had heard about. And little did we know that on July the 4th, 2000, she would pass away. She left us July the 4th of 2000. And they said it was natural causes, but later on they told us that she had had another heart attack throughout the middle of the night. So I'm going to go ahead and start talking about the topic for today. So thank you guys for allowing me to say the introduction. And I don't see the young lady in here yet, but I am going to give a shout out if she comes in. If she doesn't, I'll give her a shout out at the end of the live. Um, okay, I'm going to give you guys the disclaimer. I give it every week, and I'm just going to rumble through that. I'm not a doctor. Get an opinion from your physician, your chiropractor, whoever you see for your medical needs for any eating and or fitness plan that you decide to go on. So I'm going to go ahead and keep it moving. And to say all of that, I wanted to say one of the things that my grandparents could have actually thank you, Michelle. Yo, thank you so much. Um, Needless to say, the 4th of July is probably one of my least favorite holidays too, because my grandmother passed and then my father-in-law passed on the same day. Get this, guys, the same day of several years later. And at the same time, when the phone rang at that time, when my father-in-law passed, I asked my husband, I said, "What time is it?" And he told me, and I said, "Oh no, I don't want to know." So anyway, she knew that walking was something that she needed to do. So my grandmother, we bought her some sneakers and all those things so she can go and walk. Well, she was diabetic and she stepped on a, thank you, Tiffany. She stepped on a nail and it never healed in her foot. My grandmother was also afraid of stairs because apparently she either thought she was going to fall down or she'd fallen down. And if I think correctly, she did fall down the stairs at the front of the house. But those are the things that she had to deal with. Thank you, sis, at Living Better. But she had started trying to walk and go to the track at the high school and walk to get some exercise in. She started on eating those healthy choices, which we talked about that on Wednesday for Wellness Wednesday, how those things are packed with sodium, um, preservatives, all kind of things that's not so good for you. But she lost a lot of weight from it, but it's still, again, the damage had been done. So that was one of the reasons why I started Eat to Live Strong, outside of the fact that I had multiple sclerosis. Is because I wanted to reach out to other people and give them some advice. I cannot twist anybody's arm to tell them what to do. I cannot, like they say, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink it, right? Yes, full of sodium. That is so right, Lady Russell. That is so right. So, anyway, walking has a lot of benefits. And I thought I would do it kind of like an icebreaker, but I probably do need to do that. So, can anybody tell me what benefit for walking? We talked about this before in a previous live as well. Does anybody give me a benefit for walking? Heart strength. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Marley. Okay, great. Great. Thank you, Tiffany. So I was reading a journal in the medical journal, and they said if you really want to give somebody a icebreaker about walking, thank you, Marley. Stress relief. Yes, thank you. They said tell them this: walking is free. That's your first benefit. It's free. I said you never lied about that. It is free. You do not have to pay to walk. Thank you, Taylor. And it gets the blood moving. Thank you so much. So that was the one thing that they said in one of the medical journals and in one of the clinical trials that we did. It's free. That's right. That's right. It's free. And it's the truth. And I just laughed at it because I'm like, oh my goodness, why didn't I think of that? So I'm not running around saying I'm paying for I'm paying for a membership and not using it because guys, I did it. And when I moved from my last house, I had so many workout equipment that I had purchased over the years. And I'm like, oh my God, look at all this money that I've wasted, from a stepper to a treadmill to a, oh my God, it was one, I can't even remember the one that I bought before. I spent all that money and never used it. And people think, well, if you have it at your home, you're going to use it. Hey, Cooking IMO, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for coming. So they're like, you're using it, you have it, you won't never not use it. Yeah, that's not true. It fills the body with endorphins that help you heal and help you to think of everything. Thank you, Miss Yo Yo. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That is true. So anyway, um, that was the first thing that they said. But I have a list of 10 of the things that is beneficial with us when we walk. And you guys called out 90, probably 99% of them. So thank you for participating. Thank you so much, Living Better. So the first thing that came up on here is that it burns calories. And we know you actually burn calorie if you're moving your legs, watching TV, or if you're stretching. You burn calories when you sleep. right? But walking helps you to burn calories. The walking speed, the distance, going uphill as opposed to flat, and it also contributes to weight loss. So with the burning calories, that topped the scale at number one. Yes, you burn calories while you are sleeping. Never, maybe if I sleep more, maybe I'll burn more calories. I don't sleep enough. Maybe that's why. But yes, burning calories, you do burn calories when sleeping. Okay. And I'm trying to pay attention to the chat too, because when the young lady comes in, I really want to um, reach out to her and say something because I actually am running her channel now because I go to her channel every week and well, she does a segment every day at 10 o'clock p.m. And some of you guys know her, and I'll just go ahead and say it. So when she reach out, y'all give her a bunch of hearts and love. It's Deborah Glad's Tiding. I started out at the bottom of her channel. Um, hey, Cubs Den. Hey, hey, thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, I appreciate you coming and running me. Thank you so much, dear. Anyway, I watched her. I started out at the bottom because I figured she had a lot of live streams and I wanted to get to know her because I had watched her channel. And this is going off note, guys, and I'm sorry because it comes to my heart. And I started at the bottom of her channel and she had one and I did not know. And most of us, we talk and we've said this before, but we don't know what other people are going through. And my God, when I looked at her video, my God, I I couldn't finish watching it because I was so sad about what went on with her. And I'm not gonna display her information out. So if you guys can go to her channel, Deborah Glad's Tiding, she does story time. She's really good at it. And I met her because she came into this live one night. And then I followed over to her channel. And when I got over there, she was calling out my name in her story. And I was like, wow, this is pretty neat. And I went back again and she was doing another one with my name in it. And just listening to her live, I think Tiffany saw some of her videos because I saw her comment in one of her videos that she did. But she was on one of her lives. Hey, Carolyn Eats All. Hey, sis. One of her lives, she had a troll that came into her live. And she only had 3 people in her live. And this troll was just horrible. And I thought if I knew her at that time, or if I would have been in that live, that troll would have not saw nothing but wind slapped across his face. It bothered me so bad, but she was so calm and she did the one thing that I say about my channel. If someone, yes, can you drop her link for me, please? If a troll comes into my live, I don't care. If you don't say anything to them, they lurk around for attention. And if you don't give them any attention, they leave. She was so nice to this troll. She prayed for this troll, and this troll just kept on because she didn't know how to use the channel. She didn't know how to use the StreamYard. And I felt so bad for her. And I'm like, oh my God, this troll is just giving her all kind of blues. But I listened to her live, and she's very, very strong. She's a believer in God. She does a lot with gluten free, Gigi with gluten free. And yeah, they eventually leave. But I wanted to shout her out. So when she comes in, we can just drop her. I'll find her link for you. If you don't have it, I'll drop her link because she's still up on one of my channels. Um, she's really good. And she's gone through a lot. And she's a fighter. She's a survivor. And it just bothered me so much to see that. Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But she's a sweetheart. And again, you don't know people until you talk to them, till you listen to their channels and whatnot. And that's why I take it to heart when I look at people's channel. When I'm running your channels, I look at the stuff, and I know a lot of people say, "Well, we're just supposed to run it. We're supposed to run it." But sometimes the spirit comes over you and it captures you and say, "No, look at the content." And I actually started looking at her content, and I had to stop because my heart was hurting so bad. So I wanted to give her that love today. If she comes in, guys, just give her a bunch of hearts and welcome her. She normally comes in. She may be in the bushes. There's 16 people in the live. I appreciate you guys, but I had to spit that out because she has been on my mind and my heart, and she's just been looking at my videos and just been so commenting and saying things. And I'm like, Lord, I told her I was looking at her video, and I didn't know that she really wanted me to look at her videos. So I just started running her videos. So I just said all of that, and I got off track. But I'm sorry. Charge it to my brain because I moved all over the place. But I'm gonna jump back in now. So yes, it's strength. The second thing that walking is good for, guys, it is for strengthen. It strengthens your heart. Thank you. It strengthens your heart. Let me drink some water. I'm all choked up now. Sorry, guys. I tell you, when you think you're going through something, somebody is going through it harder or worse or maybe the same, but no two persons are the same. We're all different. And just to see that, I said, here I am, griping and complaining about my pain and what I cannot do. And this lady here is going through so much. And again, I'm sorry. Okay, so anyway, it strengthens your heart. So you know, with your the speed of your walking, your heart beats, and it strengthens your heart because your heart needs that to continue to pump. It takes care of the oxygen that you're breathing in and out. So it strengthens your heart. Excuse me, guys. Whew, sorry. Okay, the third thing, this is so unlike me. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so the third thing that comes up when you're talking about walking and the benefits of walking, it will, and I don't know why it's taking so long for the screen to move over. There we go. It lowers your blood sugar. So what they are recommending that if you go and you walk 15 minutes prior to breakfast, lunch, and dinner, it will lower your blood sugar. And that was one of the things that my grandparents did not know to do. And a lot of people feel like if they're at home and they're walking and they're cleaning up, yeah, you are moving around, but walking is a little bit better for you. Um, Walking has done me really good over the past, oh gosh, since 2013. It's been my lifesaver for me. So it lowers your blood sugar, and they recommend that you go out and you walk. Yes, Tiffany, she's a beautiful person, beautiful. And even when that troll was in there, she was so sweet and gentle to him. She prayed for the troll. I mean, and the troll just wouldn't stop. And I think it was, oh gosh, I forgot the brother's name. He finally told her how to get rid of the troll, and she did, and she got rid of him. But I was getting so angry at the troll, and I was like, gosh, I wish I could see the comments so I could find him myself and give him a piece of my mind. But she's a beautiful person, guys. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. So yes, it lowers your blood sugar. And I'm waiting. The slides are going really slow today. I don't know why. It's 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. Um, so yes, we have 17 amazing content creators or people in the live. I appreciate you whether you're in the live, in the woods, in the sky, in your car. Please don't drive and listen and look at a live stream. Just get safely where you're going to in the kitchen, but I welcome you because you could be somewhere else. Okay, so um, okay, back to it. I'm sorry. It eases joint pains. So if you've not noticed it before, especially when it comes to your knees and your hip, walking eases those joint pains because it lubricates and strengthens that muscle that supports the joint. So I dealt with knee problems, and mine was basically because I gained a lot of weight. I was well overweight. I gained a lot of weight, and I wasn't walking. I was at a job. I was to call it a cushy job because all I did was sit down, um, do loans, pass on the work to somebody else that they had to do something. And so I did all of those things except for get up and walk. I started doing different things, and I'll talk about that later. But if you walk, the walking actually lubricates those muscles and strengthening you to support that joint. So I don't know if anybody else deals with knee pains or hip pains. If you walk, and I don't tell you to go out and walk a marathon today, start out with baby steps. Just like we learn to walk. Some people, and I do know some people that got up and started walking instead of crawling, but you take baby steps with everything. So if it means that you start out by walking to the end of the driveway to check your mail instead of going up to the driving up with your car to check your mail, do little things like that. It will help you. I have knee pain issues as well. And yes, I have gained much weight. So yes, so Lady C, yes, definitely walking and it will help you a lot. And Taylor says that walking decreases stiffness and pain. Exactly. Especially if you're doing the what, Taylor? Stretching. Stretch, guys, before you start walking or doing any exercise. The stretching will help. Also, hip and knee pain, but only when I do squats. Oh, okay. So you have the pain with squats. I do have the pain too with squats. So I had to minimize how far down I go with the squats until I lost the weight. And even now, I do have some pain. I've lost the weight, but I'm still having pain. And of course, Coco, which is that's what I call COVID. I call it Coco. Coco has caused me to pick up a few pounds, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm just one that's gonna put on my pants and tell you I gained some weight, and I'm not happy about it. But I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. But yes, definitely minimize how far you go down when you do the squats, Marley. That will help you. And sometimes people put those little um, what do they call them? Doodles that they put in the swimming pool. The ones that the little round. What are they called? Noodles in your knee, and that will help you with the exercise. I have to do the stretching too. I'm about to finish my physical therapy, which has really helped me. Awesome. And you know what else, Lady C? If you can find a pool to walk in, the best thing ever. I love walking in the pool. Yes, and the noodles, you put them between, when you're squatting, just use something like that or a small pillow when you're squatting so it'll help you balance out so you don't go too far down because that will bother your knees as well. So there's 18 people in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you guys. And I'm just waiting for the screen to change. This is so weird. Yesterday the screen was going so fast, and now or Wednesday, and now today it's just so slow. I don't know why. So again, we're talking about the benefits of walking. Wait, Aaron, if you sit all day, exactly, Taylor, and that's exactly what I was doing. Needless to say, I was sitting all day, and then all of my brokers were sending me food from restaurants and catering stuff to us. The best thing they could have ever done for me, two things. They started giving me monetary gifts, and also they sent someone in to do a massage one day, and that was the best thing they could have ever done. Okay, this thing is still not moving fast enough for me. Okay, so the next one, see, it's moving slow. I can't see it as fast as you guys can. Okay, so the next thing that it does, it boosts your immune system. Walking will boost your immune system function. It will help you with colds, flus, and viruses. So if you're walking at a moderate rate for 30 to 45 minutes per day, guys, per day, it's going to give you its 43% chance that there's fewer sickness in the upper respiratory tract. So walking helps with building your immune system. Now, I do know also walking has helped with my autoimmune too. So some people with autoimmune diseases or things where their legs are not as strong, where they're weak, they can, if they cannot walk, um, they can do things like leg lifts and things like that, or stretches to help. But the walking definitely helps boost the immune system function. Okay, let's see if this thing moves anytime this year. There we go. And I don't know if anybody said this or not, and I'm thinking someone did, but walking actually boosts your energy. Let's see, the weather was disrespectful to my walk this morning. I started to rain while I was on my walk, so I had to sprint back. So you did a little bit of both. You walked and you ran. And that's the one good thing that I say about being natural. I'll go out there and just start raining. I'm just out there. As long as it's not thunder and lightning, I'm good. I'll just keep walking. I'll be drenched by the time I get back. But I understand that. I understand that. So yes, it will boost your energy. Going for a walk is more effective. Get this, guys. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just reading what came up in the medical journals. It does boost your energy level. And thank you, Lady C. Russell. And it is, here we go. I'm ready to see all these facial expressions and these mean faces. But it says that walking is more effective than, hang on, I'm gonna close my ears and my eyes. It's more effective than a cup of coffee. It's more effective than a cup of coffee because walking increases again the oxygen flow through your body. Now y'all could go ahead and give me the emojis about the coffee. I don't drink coffee, so I never seen a difference if I did. The only thing coffee did for me was curb my appetite and I lost weight. So yes, they're saying in the medical journals that it is more effective. Walking is more effective than a cup of coffee. So Living Better say this is so true. See, I don't drink coffee, so I wouldn't be able to tell. My mom drinks coffee every day, and if all of her siblings, they drink coffee, and if they don't drink it by 10 o'clock, they have a headache. I'm like, you guys are addicted. Y'all need to put some decaf in there or something, because yes, yes, but it does. And apple works better with me, both walking and coffee puts me to sleep. Coffee puts you to sleep. Yeah, coffee makes me lose weight because I don't. It curbs my appetite, and I don't know if it's the coffee or if it's the fact that I put almost a cup of sugar in a cup of coffee because I don't like coffee. So I may have the energy for that. So you drink decaf now. You know, guys, they did say at one time that coffee, the one that's not decaffeinated, they said it's not good for women as far as, and I have not done a whole lot of research on that, but I've seen some of the journals that it says that it's not good for women to drink coffee because of the chances of breast cancer. And I'm like, okay, well, my mom is 70 something years old and it doesn't bother her. And I pray that it doesn't become an issue for her because she does drink her coffee. She drinks it every day, like clockwork. And if she doesn't have it by 10 o'clock, she has that headache that doesn't go away till she drinks coffee. So, yeah. But coffee is not one of my favorites. I do not do the coffee thing. Hey, Short Bus. Hey, dear, how are you? Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. So, but yeah, they're saying that walking boost your energy. And I agree with that because when I started walking regularly, became a different person. No coffee, exactly, short bus. Don't do the coffee. Okay, and you drink it too, but you do not get the headache. Yeah, my mom and her sisters, they all say they get a headache if they don't drink that coffee, and they drink that that high, that stuff that's very strong, that potent stuff. I'm like, how in the world do y'all do that? But they drink that, and my grandparents used to drink it. We used to go behind them in the morning when they go to work, and we'd drink the coffee that was left in their cup. My grandmother, she liked a little coffee in her sugar, which is probably how I am. And we would fight to get her cup because we knew it had more sugar in it. My grandfather would drink his black. He didn't drink stuff in his coffee. Yeah, yeah, they have that headache because it's that. I think it's the strong. But see, I don't know what my mom drinks now. I know back in the day it was Folgers and whatever that other brand was. I could see it, but I cannot. Maxwell House. She drank that. But yeah, that coffee pot was going every morning at 4:30 in the morning. My grandfather got up and made that coffee. So, hey, Carolyn Eads, she's speaking to Short Bus, and Short Bus is speaking back to her. But the next one, here we go. Give you some cold water. I got my tap water right now, Short Bus. Yes, I do. It improves your mood. Walking improves your mood. I don't know if anybody has really felt that, but I do because when I walk, my subdivision is 8 miles. So I walk through my entire subdivision and I am so happy. And I don't know if it's because by the time I get home, I'm daggone well happy after walking 8 miles, but it changes your mood. It reduces anxiety, depression, and negative moods. You want some tap water? I got plenty of them over here. And yes, yes, that is correct. Short bus, that is correct. It is, it takes that, it helps you with depression. It reduces symptoms that of social withdrawals. Walking has helped my mood a lot better over this last month. I'm sure it did, and you got a perfect place to walk. I wish I could walk there. You have a perfect place to watch. Walk. I'm sorry. My way to your house. Oh, she's talking to short bus. Okay. Yes. So, in other words, it helps with depression. But this is the one thing that it did to me, and I can tell you it did for me. It actually boosts your self esteem. It does. Because your girl, you couldn't tell me nothing when I started losing that weight and I'm walking around the neighborhood and I started wearing shorts as opposed to leggings and I was wearing tank tops as opposed to shirts because I felt good. It boosted my morale and my esteem, self-esteem so much. But to do this, they recommend that you walk at least 30 minutes a day at a brisk walk. Now, in the beginning, I could not do that. It makes you feel better all the way around. Exactly. Exactly. So I started, I couldn't do the brisk walk because in the beginning, I was wobbly. I fell a lot. I had, what is that other thing that I had? That I could not keep my balance worth for nothing. And everything was just so blurry to me. And I would have to walk with my hands in front of my face and I walked with a stick because I knew at any given time my leg would give out and I would fall. I've fallen in my subdivision a couple of times. Thank God I have some good neighbors that they know me and they know that if they see me down, man down, they come and get me, help me, take me to the chair or bring me home. I normally refuse for them to bring me home because I'm here to vertigo. That is exactly what it was. Yes, ma'am. It was vertigo, and you never really get rid of vertigo. So if you ever had vertigo, you never get rid of it 100%. Never. The doctor told me that, and I said, yeah, I will. No, I haven't at this point. I have not. So it was vertigo. Yes, ma'am. Thank you for bringing that up. Yes, it was exactly vertigo. And that was one of my symptoms of multiple sclerosis, was the vertigo. So yes, guys, they recommend you to do 30-minute walk a day. So, think about it, 30 minutes is really not that bad for a walk, especially if you're walking in your neighborhood and you get to meet your neighbors, you get to talk to people. Sometimes I'll walk and the little kids will be out playing hide and seek or tag, and I'll go and play with them. Yeah, just imagine me, this grown lady, playing with all these little kids playing hide and seek or one, two, three, red light and things like that. And they just love it because they will come and knock on my door and ask if I could come out and play like I'm a child. It's just so cute. But I love to see that because most of the people around here, they don't let their kids sit in front of a computer or playing with a tablet, playing games. They put them outside. They put them outside and they let them stay outside until dinner is ready. They go and eat and then they come back in. And if they want to go out afterwards before it's bedtime, they'll send them back out. And they love it. You had a walking stick last year? Wow, really? See, that's awesome. I am now starting to walk. I didn't want to be dependent on my stick. So I stopped using it. I said, I'm not. If I fall, I fall. I'll get back up. So I stopped using my stick. And I think Marley may have been on one of my lives where I was walking. I made it all the way back around my subdivision without using my stick. It's fun. I'm a grown the kid in me. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And I love to see the kids out playing. I love to see them out playing. If they're playing soccer. Now, I won't play soccer with them because I'm so goofy and clumsy. Then my love, the ball will go right under my foot and then I'll fall on my face. So that's the thing. I don't play soccer with them, but I will do all the other things. So yes, it definitely improves your mood, and I see many of you have said that it does. Yep, you was on that live. You remember the sticks, and I was so happy when I got all the way around. It's like, guys, I didn't use my stick. I didn't use my stick. I'm so happy. So, but my husband still makes me take the stick with me. And most people in before my neighbors start to get to know me, and I've been here for 30 years, they did not know. They thought I had to stick to hit dogs. And I said, no, I'm not afraid of dogs. I never run from dogs. I had big dogs. I'm not afraid of dogs. And it was like, oh, we thought that was for dogs. I said, no, this is when I told them my story. This is because I have multiple sclerosis and I am prone to falling. So yeah, that was the thing. So I don't use the stick anymore. Hey, Jackson Nicole. Hey, sis, how you doing? No, you never get rid of vertigo, and it is really scary. That's why I don't go to Walmart. I will tell you that. That is one of the reasons I don't go to Walmart because people don't let they have the kids running all over the store and I can't handle it because I don't know if they're coming at me, if they're running in front of me. And if they run in front of me while I'm walking, I could very well trip over them and things like this. So I don't go to Walmart for that reason. It's just too busy. I don't like that busyness. And I kind of like COVID-19 for this reason because most of the stores and the gym will open up early. They give us a slot to come in. If you are, underlying condition, autoimmune or whatever, you can come in early. So it's not very many people in there. But if it's a lot of people in there, I can't do it. Short bus, you could not find your house. Um, Lady Russell, I will try and drop his link before the live is over. I can drop his link for you. I'll drop his link if you can't find it. So a lot of people have confirmed that it does. Now, here's the thing that I wish that a lot of people would take heed to it. And, of course, those that have come and gone, we cannot live in the past. You're welcome. But it actually extends your life. Walking extends your life. I've read so many journals this week regarding walking because I could tell you my story all day long, but I wanted to have something that was tangible that you guys would know. And most of you guys know these things already, which is great. but it actually extends your life. Research has found that walking at an average pace in comparison to a slow pace results in a 20% reduction of the risk of death. 20% reduction. So if you add that, the walking, then you add the eating healthy, and then your overall wellness treatment, just think about now. Of course, we know God is in control of all of that, but if you can minimize these things, that's a go getter. So it actually extends your life. Hey, if you guys are mod, if you want to drop each other's links, you can do that as a mod. So, and I see that Lady C. Russell is having a problem with finding short bus, and I am about to be finished with the live, but I want to, if you guys could drop each other's link, that's fine. And you don't have to if you don't want to, but if somebody could drop short bus's link, because he's got a potential family member that's trying to get into his channel. Walmart is a fire. Yes, I cannot do the Walmart. I can't. I cannot do the Walmart. Okay, so here's one of the ones which I thought would have been in the top five. It tones your legs. Walking tones your legs. So if you guys want them Tina Turner legs, yes, or that Hulk Hogan legs or whomever with those nice legs, walking is said to have to do that. It does those things. It strengthens the muscles in your legs. So if you walking, 30 minutes a day, it depends on how and where you're walking, is definitely going to build your muscles. But also, guys, if you're walking, if you're using the back and forth with your arms, it also helps your arms. Thank you so much, Marley. I appreciate you. So it builds your legs and your muscles in your legs. I'm sorry. It tones your legs. So thank you, Jasmine. Thank you guys for dropping his link. So yes, it tones your legs. Now you will build up more strength adding different routes and routines to your workout, such as getting a hilly route in your walk. So if you hit the hills, or if you're on a treadmill, you do the incline, or even if you walk the stairs. Now, guys, I didn't say this yet, but when you're in your home, if you cannot get out, if it's too hot, like it's sometimes if I don't get up by 7 o'clock to go out for a walk, I can cancel Christmas on that. So I'm gonna have to try and find out ways to get my exercise in the house. Now I have stairs. I can walk up and down the stairs. It is chancy for me, ballsy for me, but I will do it. So you can walk up and down your stairs. You can walk in your house. I go out to the garden and walk around in my garden. I hula hoop. I use my Bosu ball for core and strength training. I use my physio ball for my crunches and my leg curls. So it's a lot of different exercises that you can do. Yeah, it is too hot after 7 o'clock. Can't do it. Cannot do it. And I cannot do it until after 8 o'clock at night because sometimes at 8 o'clock it's still like 90 degrees here. And I know in Texas it's even hotter. So yes, you can go and do you can do things in your home if you cannot. But again, if you're doing hilly routes, if you are doing the treadmill, just do it on an incline or even the stairs. That's going to build it's going to tone your legs. It's going to tone your legs. Now, there are other things that you can do as well, and I'm going to go ahead and show those on the next couple of slides. Thank you so much, guys, for dropping each other's links. That's so awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, so I mentioned stairs. So yes, if you could take and look at those stairs there. I did that at the Piedmont part, but it wasn't as steep as that. But just imagine doing that. How you see how her legs are? going, and another thing, guys, when you're walking, you have to practice the perfect posture too. Because if you're slumping over, then it's not actually helping that muscle in your back or your knees or your thighs or your hips. So you got to walk standing at a good posture. So walking upstairs again is another one that will help you. And Marley, I think you said this one that's coming up. You do the squats. So squats is another one. Lunges is another one. I don't think I did a picture for leg curls. So leg curls and planks will help you with toning your legs. I got a lot of tone. You can even do the exercise where you're standing up and you kick your legs out from side to side with your arms out and kick outward until you feel a strain and stop. Don't go too far unless you can go all the way up. Those days are over for me. So you can do that also to build the outer portion of your hammies. Thank you guys for hanging in here with me. I see 16 amazing people in the live. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much, guys. Make sure you thumbs me up. Now, here's one that I think some of us hit on as well. Walking helps you become a creative thinker. And I know I do. It makes me become very creative. The sad thing is that I don't normally wear my glasses when I'm walking, so I can't see anything, which means that I can't stop at that moment and put it in my notes, because normally when I'm walking, I'm thinking, what's the next video can I do? Or what do I need to do when I get home? Or, oh, I could put this in my book. Or whatever the thoughts are, it clears your mind and you get to thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking. Well, walking actually helps you clear your mind. It gives you a creative side. You talk to yourself when you walk. I'm normally singing. If I'm not live, I'm singing. Walking definitely tones your legs. When I walk to work every day, my legs were very toned. Yes, yes. Because I used to, and Marley and I, we've crossed our paths somewhere before in the past. We've known each other. I promise you, we've seen each other before, because we lived in the same area and we went to the same college. So I know somewhere down the line we have ran into each other. But Marley, I would walk from the Midtown train station to my apartment, which was right behind Piedmont Park. I would do that instead of taking the bus, or sometimes because the number 45 at the time went to the North Avenue station, so I would take that. And sometimes I was like, you know what? Oh, I used to read and walk. I can't do that now because I'm so clumsy. But I would read. I would take a novel and I would read. And I would read on the bus. I would read while I'm walking. I would read on the train. I would read, read, read. It was just so relaxing to walk. And I find that to be very true with these statements, because I've done these things and it really actually works. Okay, short bus. She got you all worked out there. And Carolyn E said, wow, yeah, it definitely clears your mind. It definitely does that. And I don't know about anybody else about walking. Yes, it does tone your legs. It has a lot of benefits. It is really good for everybody to do, to walk. Walking is good for you and it's free, remember? That was the first line. That was the first thing that should have been in the list, but it wasn't. So it is free. Walking is free. Well, guys, walking paid off for me. And I'm going to tell you guys a little bit of something about me that a lot of people don't know. But back in 2014, I started experiencing times when I could not breathe. I would wake up in the middle of the night. My whole body would be numb. I couldn't breathe. Um, I couldn't breathe. I would be stiff. My arms would hurt. Then I had sciatica. All of those things into one. And I would wake up and I couldn't breathe. So I went to the doctor. And of course, the first thing the doctor's gonna say is, "Oh, you gotta lose weight." So of course, I had lost weight, and they said, "We gotta lose some weight." I said, "Have you looked at my records? Do you see where I've lost 75 pounds?" At that point, it was 75 pounds. The doctor says, "Oh, you sure have. Well, we're gonna give you this monitor." So I had to wear a heart monitor for 3 months, 24 hours a day. And in the middle of the night, the phone would ring for them to say, "Hey," they would call and ask my husband, "Is she okay? She's not breathing." So he would turn over and he would like kind of nudge me to see if I was breathing. He's like, "She's breathing." When I met back up with them after the 3 months, they showed me how many times, and it wasn't sleep apnea. It wasn't any of that. I went back and they showed all the times that I had stopped breathing. They ruled out sleep apnea. They ruled out pretty much that my weight wasn't a problem because I was losing the weight and I was exercising. But they could not figure out why I stopped breathing as many times as I did throughout the night. Well, I started not, and to this day, guys, this is another reason why I don't sleep, because I have a funny feeling that I'm not. Because still, sometimes in the middle of the night, a couple of days ago, and I told Living Better this, I woke up because I couldn't breathe. I snapped, I jumped up because I couldn't breathe. I could not breathe. I couldn't feel anything. When I tried to stand up, I fell. So my husband's helping me back up on the bed. He's pulling out the blood pressure thing to check me. Thank you, Short Bus. He's pulling it out just to see, check my blood pressure and things of that nature, just to make sure that I was okay. And now with everything that's going on, if you go, they call the ambulance, they come out, they're gonna take you, and then I'm in jail until they finish doing whatever they're gonna do. So he um he set up with me. So from that point, so when guys see me like on the live, I had just had a live that Wednesday night, and people were like, "Well, you were doing fine on Wednesday night after your live." Yeah, I started feeling it then. I was dizzy. I couldn't move without holding on to the walls because I just knew I was going to fall, which essentially I did. And yes, I'm on StreamYard. Can you not see it? I'm on StreamYard. Did you want to come up or something? Is my StreamYard not running, guys? You want to come up, Short Bus? Sure, let me drop the link for you. Sure, 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 sure. One moment. Here it comes, dear. Thank you, sis. Okay, I dropped it. Did you see it? So, guys, it happened, and after all of the weight loss and everything that I had been going on with me, it still didn't justify why all of a sudden I couldn't breathe. Okay, here you come. Hey, Shopper, how you doing, brother?
How you doing? How you doing? Eating a little strong?
I'm doing fine. How are you? Welcome.
I'm doing good. I just wanted to come up here and talk to you.
Okay, go ahead. I can hear you. We can hear you.
Eating a little strong. I got so much respect for you because I think the first time I came on your live, hold on, I'm trying to charge my phone up.
Hang on, I had to put my charger on.
Okay.
Sorry.
I
Okay,
think the first
I
time
can
I
hear
came,
you.
the first time I came on your live, I believe you was walking. I think you was walking on the like a highway, like a little road.
Uh-huh.
And then I didn't know your condition. And then as I kept coming to your live and I kept hearing you speak about it, I'm like, man, eating a little strong. They just don't know. Because last year I was down bad. I'm in the bed, couldn't get up. The only place I could have go was from the bathroom to the bed. And that basically was it. I was down for about at least 3 months. And then, I just started getting better. And when you said that you walked around your whole block, I'm like, she doing good. That's a blessing right there.
It is. Thank you. It is. It took a while. I started out by going, like I said, to the mailbox and back. And the thing about it is my husband would stay, he would just stay on top of me saying, you gotta exercise. That's why you fatigue. You gotta walk, you gotta walk. And then finally he said, come on, let's go walk. So we started out, I walked to the mailbox and back. And then we did that for a week and then we walked to the next block and back. So he just stayed on me. And then it took the longest for me to give in and tell him that I had to thank him in front of a crowd of about 150 people because we were at a seminar. And I was an ambassador and he was there and I had to thank him in front of everybody because I said I never told you this, but you were telling the truth. It worked. That's why I tell anybody that's fatigued and they say that they're fatigued, it's walking will help you. And people will argue you down about it, but I'm living proof that it works. It
Eating a little
works.
strong. That's the truth. Because I went to the doctor. I was 150, like 150 pounds. And when I went to the doctor, the scale said 109. And I
Wow.
knew right then and there, I knew something was wrong. And I was like, man, I just hope I get better. And then, like with the heart, eating a little strong, I went to the heart doctor and I could have see my heart. I could have see my heart rate beating in my chest. I'm looking at my chest, and the lady said, "Sharp bus, you okay?" And I said, "Man, I don't know what's going on." She said, "Your heart shouldn't be beating that fast." So they tried to give me some pills, and I'm like, "Man, you know what? I'm about to go home, and I'm gonna just relax. Whatever I gotta do, it about to come to an end." And I just came home that day, and I just started resting. And all the stress, whatever I had on my mind, I just let it ride. I said, I'm putting everything in God's hands. And now, man, I'm doing so much. My grandma and mom, they'll ask me, boy, you all right? I said, Grandma, remember when I've been down? Because my grandma been sick at the same time. We've been like sick. Matter of fact, I think I was sick 1 month and my grandma got sick the next month. And she always used to be like, how she say that thing? You can't tell somebody that you've been through something until you went through the same similar thing they went to. And I'm like, Grandma, now I can understand what you're talking about. And
Right.
it's just a blessing when somebody get back up and they've been down. So eating a little strong, I'm telling you, I'm your biggest fan because I rock with you and I see your growth and I really appreciate you so much.
Oh, I appreciate you too. And now I think you are the best. You are awesome. I love coming to your show. And now that I know more about you, because I think you touched a little bit on one of your lives that looked at. So yes, you're awesome. And I am glad that you are better. And I'm glad you took that moment and said, you know what? The devil is a lie and this is not going to defeat me. And that's what
Yep.
put me through. I said, God is in control, and the devil is not going to step on my toes. He's not even allowed on my front porch.
Man, I'm telling you, I'm elbowing every time you come in, I gotta give him the elbow.
That's right. You got to give him the elbow because if you don't, and that's the thing, a lot of people give up, and that's what touched me so. so hard with Miss Deborah looking at her videos today. She never gave up. She fought, she fought, she fought, and she was very adamant about not giving in. She did things to change her behavior. And guys, I'm telling you, look at her videos. I'm telling you, she is awesome. She's a survivor, and I don't even think I can touch her with what she's been through.
Man, I'm
So
telling you, some days you want to give up, but then you gotta stay strong and just keep grinding and keep going.
exactly, exactly. So when everybody would say to me, um, "Eat to live strong, you're supposed to be on bed rest. Why aren't you in bed?" And they were like fussing at me, and I'm like, you know what? If I stay on bed rest, I feel like I'm losing.
Yep.
Even though I know I need the rest, I feel like I'm giving in on myself because I know I can do it.
Eating the live. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you this story. You and this right here this gonna touch you. Now my godmama, she she passed like 3 years ago,
Sorry.
but she had diabetes, bad pancreatitis, and she used to do the what's it called when you go to the hospital and for your kidneys dialysis.
Dialysis.
She 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 did the home dialysis. And I'm talking about I used to watch her get off the machine and then she be drained out. But what she used to do, like you say, that bed rest. When we used to like me and her husband, we met at work, and then he introduced me to her, and she just took me like her own son. So she used to always be in the bed in bed all day. I tell me when we go to work in the morning from 5:30 to 2:30 or 3:30, she home in the bed all day. And her mom is kind of like sick now, and her
Uh-huh.
brother is a lawyer. So he still be rocking with me because now like I go help her mom. See the night like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I go stay the night with her. But she went in the hospital Monday, so now we trying to wait to see what's going on. But her daughter, that's my godmom, man. I watched that lady fight. I talking about it been some days. I said, Miss Kine, I don't know how you do it. And she always said, "Sharp buzz." I just stay strong and I just keep fighting through it. And I'm talking about that lady will be in pain. She about to cry, but she'll never let you. She'll never show you her sign of weakness. And that one thing she always told me: when you get down, you got to stay strong. And when I got sick, I used to always think of how she used to do. Even if I come in the house and she's sick, but she don't want to bother nobody. But as soon as she see me, she'll wake up and me and her have a little strong conversation. And I'll be like, Miss Collins, I'll catch you in the morning before I go to work.
Hmm.
But you just, man, people just don't know. You gotta just stay strong. And like you say with the exercise working, that works a whole lot with people too. Cause I know before I started like moving back regular, I started from the driveway to the stop sign, and I go back and like you said, you started from the mail, you went to the mailbox, and each day you just got to take that one extra step, and that's gonna make you go longer and longer. Before you know it, from the mailbox, you going around the whole block now. So
Yep.
I really appreciate your story, and I just wanted to get up here and chit chat with you. And you just got to keep fighting. And I promise you, whenever you go live, if I'm in the car, I'm gonna pull up and say, "Eating a little strong on driving." If I'm at home, I promise you, you will see me in the chat.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. And your story was very, very important too, because again, I do these lives because I want everybody to hear what I've gone through, but to have other people speaking and saying what my content has done, that they've done it or they agree with it, it helps a lot too because I am in this to help everybody to become better in their life. We cannot say when we're going to leave here, but at least we can do the things to try and prolong it, and that's what I try to do.
Yep.
So I
And
appreciate
then
you. Hmm.
at the same time, you helping somebody else.
Right, exactly. Exactly. And that's all I care about is helping people. That's my biggest thing. That's why I can't focus on one particular organization. Right now, I have 3 nonprofit organizations that I'm working on diligently because
Okay.
anybody that touches me with something, I'm like, I'm jumping on it. I'm all over the place. And that's another thing. I don't sit still. I don't. I am out for everything. So if somebody needs help with anything, I am there. So,
See, that's good right there.
yeah.
But
So,
eating a little strong, I'm gonna step down. I'm gonna make you laugh before I leave though.
okay, please do. Thank you so much for coming
Now,
up. Thank
eating a
you.
little. Now you know if you got a young boy in here that's staying in your chat and paying attention, you know you're doing something good.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. I love you guys. Love you.
Oh yeah,
So much, short
you
bus.
gotta stay strong and keep posting that content and keep going live. And I'm gonna pull up on you. And you have a blessed day.
You too. Thank you. Love you.
Love you too.
So, guys, if anybody want to come up, I've dropped the link. If anybody want to come up and say anything about what they have experienced, and I'll go ahead and finish saying the rest of what happened. Um, I will before I go back and share the screen. If anybody wants to come up, I've dropped the link. Just let me know if you want to come up and chat to let me know what this has done for you. If you've experienced anything like this, because somebody in the chat, and I'm sorry, it was Lady C Russell. She said now she walks on her own, and if I get tired at the end of the day, I may limp, but I'm grateful to God to be able to be walking. God is good. Thank you, God, for you and the information you shared. Thank you so much for sharing your information, and I'm so glad that you figured a way around this. Hey, Cocoa Buttercurls. Hey, lady. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you sharing this story out. And if anybody want to come up before I go back to sharing my screen, I've got one other thing that I've got to share out. But yeah, this has been very interesting. And thank you so much, Short Bus, for coming up because, again, I like to help people, but I don't like for my content to be about me, 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 because at the end of the day, I can tell you everything about me. But if I have somebody to second that, it will be even better because success speaks in volume. So if we're trying to help everybody become helpful or healthy in their lifestyle, such as like Tiffany with her Money Makeover Mondays, and then she talked, being fit in her pocket and fit in her health, things like that. Hey, thank you, Carolyn C, to talk about those things, and we do this as a group. We're doing this. Numbers speaks volume. It speaks volume. So as many people as I can get to come on this crusade and say, yes, this worked for me. No, this didn't work for me. Then, you know, it's a 50-50 chance. Not everybody is, we're not, no two people are the same, first of all. But because it worked for me, it may not have worked for somebody else because maybe they did more steps, or maybe they ran instead of walking, or maybe they weren't heavy to begin with. You just never know. Or their physical, their background has something to genetic background could be totally different from mine. But if we can do these things to help each other, that's my whole idea of doing these type of lives, is to help people. I had said that I wasn't going to do Fitness Fridays anymore. But look at me, I'm back doing Fitness Friday because when I pray at night and when I think about it, when I'm walking, clear mind, God came to me and said, you know what? You really need to keep doing this because you don't know who's in the background listening, who you're helping in the live, who's not able to come up or who's shy to come up or just don't want to share their story. Guys, this is no judge. I don't judge anybody. I don't. And if I find that someone has been pointing the finger and laughing and picking and joking and joking with somebody or saying things about people, those are the people that I'm going to pray that they will know the next time they are not going to do that to other people. Because you never know when this can happen to you. So yeah, Short Bus, you come to see Living Better. I better see you over here too, because she live right down the street. So yes, thank you so much for the testimony, Lady C. Thank you so much. Oh, I see somebody coming up. Just one second. Adding someone on. It's Jasmine. Hey, Jasmine.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Uh, I'm okay. I'm okay. I don't have a story, but just listening to everybody else's story just kind of moved my heart to pray for everybody. So if you don't mind me doing that,
No, not at all.
really. Lord, we thank you for this day. We thank you for all the stories that we have discussed, everybody that have shared their stories and their struggles. We pray to you right now that their struggles and stories have touched somebody's heart near for whoever is listening and whoever will be listening when this live is over. Everybody in the chat is strong, but everybody in the chat is going through something. And whether they got up here to speak about what they're going through or what they have been through, I just ask you to touch them, move them to know that whatever obstacle is standing in their way, you can move all mountains and do all things if they just ask for your help. They don't have to pray with you with a bunch of fancy words. All they have to say is, God, I need you. God, I want you right now. And you will come and do exceedingly and abundantly all the things that they stand in need of. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen. Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you so much for that prayer. It is much needed, and we really appreciate you coming out to say a prayer. How are you feeling, Jasmine? So, Jasmine is praying for everybody, but you guys, please pray for Jasmine too. She has not been feeling her best, so pray for her as well. So, thank you so much for that, Jasmine. I appreciate it. And are you feeling better right now?
Yes, I'm feeling better.
Great, awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, so did anybody else wanted to come up and say anything before? Yeah, that was beautiful. Marley said amen, and that was beautiful, and it really was.
Thank you, Marley.
Tiffany says amen, and prayers out to you, Jasmine. So
Thank you, Tiffany.
thank you, thank you, thank you. So did anybody else want to come up and say anything? And I think the last thing, it may not be much of anything. I do want to um, share my screen back out. So Jasmine, and let's make sure nobody else is coming up. Thank you for stepping down, Jasmine, and coming up. Jasmine, you're getting a lot of prayers as well. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen out because I think it was one more slide that I had to go. Yeah, I think it's two more slides. So I'm gonna go ahead and share this last couple of slides for you guys. Um, Lady C just left your house, Jasmine. And let's go ahead and go back to the slide. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you guys hanging with me today. Okay, so the next one is coming up. So hopefully you guys will be able to see the slide. Let me know when it comes up. Actually, I can follow it on my phone. Okay, so I'll go ahead and finish talking about my story in a nutshell. So what happened with me, they never could put pinpoint what actually happened and why all of a sudden it changed. I can tell you what happened is that God took control over. He took control of the wheel, and He said, "This is not her time." And I pray every night, and I've just got to make sure that I start to believe in my words and don't think about it. Just go to bed. But sometimes I sleep, guys. When I go to bed at night, I have one of those stress balls. You know, the little squeezy balls? I used to give them out to my clients when I was in the business, because in the mortgage business, we stayed stressed. So I would give those little stress balls out while I sleep with one. So whenever I feel like I'm not breathing, I just grab the stress ball and I just start squeezing the ball in the middle of the night. That's how tough it is for me. And I don't know why this isn't coming up. So give me a second here. Okay, there we go. So these are some actual cardio. It's 15 people in the live. So thank you so very much for staying and hanging in here with us today. And again, we've had a really great live. People have been giving their testimonies. People have cooperated and have given all their information and been able to come up and speak. And it's just been a wonderful experience. So we've grabbing and hugging and loving on each other. And I really appreciate this type of live. It is so beneficial to all of us. And it makes me feel so good to see this going on in my life. So I'm going to finish that up. I'll go ahead and tell you these are some of the things that they recommend people to do when it comes to your cardio for your walking. They ask you to, you can jog, you can jumping jacks. Now, jumping jacks, I'm not going to even tell you a fib. Jumping jacks, we did it as children, but I don't know very many adults. I'm one of them. Jumping jacks is a beast. When I tell you jumping jacks is a beast, that's a good exercise. I don't know how in the heck we did that as children, but jumping jacks is really good. So these are just some of the things, the backpedaling, the tuck jumps, the ice skaters, and things like that people do. They say repeat it 4 or 5 times in 5-minute stretches. But the biggest thing for me was um, the jumping jacks, squats, hopscotch, all those things that we did as children. Hula hooping is big. And I want to say it's Jazzy Nicole. She's a hula hooper also. And Natural Way of Cotty. She's not in here today, but her sister is a hula hooper also. And I will tell you guys, don't knock it. Hula hooping does the body good. It strengthens your core. It actually um, slims down the waist, and it's really good exercise. And Grace Jones does it on all. She hula hoops through her whole entire concert. Now the competitive part of me says I'm not gonna let this lady beat me in doing the hula hoop. So Marley loves hula hooping also. So I just refuse to let Grace Jones, who is way so many years older than me, to actually hula hoop, and I can't even hula hoop for 5 minutes. So guys, now I can actually hula hoop straight for a minimum of, I think I did like 6 hours the last time I hula hoop. But I do pick my hoop up and hoop every day, no matter what I'm doing. I hoop and at least try to get 30 minutes in a day, and that's the minimum. And go ahead and finish this out. So guys, there's so many different things. There was a um, there was a I cannot pull I cannot pull your live up on the computer, only on my phone. Really? Oh, you know why? Because you have to have, no, you don't. I don't know why you can't pull it up on my live. Were you trying to come up on the stage, or were you just trying to view the live on your computer? That's weird. Lady C, are you trying to come up on the panel, or were you just trying to look at it on your computer? Because I don't know why you can't see it on the computer. But guys, there are a lot of different things that we can use. Technology has been very favorable for us. Even though it's had its ups and downs, technology has come to where it's favorable for us, even in our physical fitness. Just trying to get it on the computer. So when you go into your computer, if you go into Chrome, or even if you go into Safari, I'm not very sure with Firefox because I don't do that one. But you should still be able to go in. Yeah, you should still be able to go in. Hmm. I don't know why. Let me try and drop my link. Can one of you guys drop my link for her to see if she can't hit the link and come in? Because I don't know why it's not letting you in there. Because it's just because it's saying live, you should really still be able to go in there from your computer.
It's 9 o'clock.
Okay, sorry. Restricted mode? That's unusual. I don't know why it would tell you that. Has anybody had that problem before? Jasmine easily just dropped my link. Lady C, click on the link and see if it'll take you in there. Are you in Chrome or... Oh, hang on. You need the StreamYard link? Hold on. I'll give it to you. Sorry, just a second. Marley, we were trying to get the my channel link. Yeah, I don't know why it's not working for you, Lady C. Oh, okay, gotcha. Were you wanting my live or you wanting the StreamYard, Lady C? Were you trying to come up on the panel to talk? Thanks, Tiffany. Thanks, Marley. Thank you. So, Lady C, just let me know if you're trying to go on to come up on the stage to talk. I can get to your page, just not on the Fitness Friday. Can you click on the link that Jasmine just dropped? Okay, Jasmine just dropped my channel link, I think. Was that my channel link, Jasmine? Yeah, that was my channel link. Click on the link that Jasmine just dropped and see if it won't let you in. Please. And just let me know when you get, if it lets you in, just give me a heart or just say hello so we'll know. I don't know why it's not letting you in. She just dropped it again for you, Lady C. Okay, do this, Lady C. It may have been because at that time when the Fitness Friday link was out there, it was the prior to me going live. Click on the link that the ladies are putting in the chat right now. It should take you right to my live. That channel link just brings me to where I am now on the chat. So I'm not showing anything right now. It is just showing the chat. So I'm not showing any pictures or anything right now. Because I stopped sharing the screen, so all you would see is the chat. I'm sorry, it won't. I don't understand why it's doing that. Has anybody ever had this happen before? Okay, yeah, so you're not going to see pictures or anything. You're just going to see the chat scrolling right now because I stopped sharing my screen. Okay, so what I was going to conclude here was to let you guys know that with technology, there's different things that you can do to actually track your fitness. And this is between you and your phone, or you and your Fitbit or your Apple Watch or whatever you use to calculate your steps. I was doing some reading, and at one point they said if you do 10,000 steps a day, you will lose weight. But if you did 15, now they're saying 15,000 steps will help you lose weight and firm your body and all those good things. To get on the computer because I type faster on the computer. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why it did that to you. If you are you going through Chrome or are you going through Safari, or you're going through Firefox. Now, if it's Internet Explorer, from what I understand, Internet Explorer is no longer a browser that YouTube is acknowledging. That's from what I was told. I don't use Internet Explorer, but if you are using one of those, but if you have Chrome, go through Chrome because that is a YouTube thingy. So, and also you can clear your cache and cookies to see if it'll open up too. It's Chrome, okay. So clear your cache and cookies. That should be able to let you go through. Definitely don't understand why Chrome won't let you get through. So clear your cache and cookies. But I am almost done here with the live. But I just wanted to make sure that you do get the best of the live. So clear your cache and cookies and see if that will take you back into the live. So that means just clear your history and then see if it'll let you come back in. So guys, with all those things, just, technology will help you get through all of these things. Now, the one thing I do need to pull back up because it is one other thing I wanted to show you guys. You're welcome. I hope it lets you back up. So as I go on and finish talking about how walking paid off good in my favor, I ended up, being nominated and a spokesperson for one of the larger hospitals here in Atlanta, from the cardiology department. So I go out and I speak to people about heart health, exercising, and physical fitness and healthy eating. So I sit on the board and I am a spokesperson. So I go out and do seminars to help people through these things. That has been such a blessing to me. And I don't know, a lot of times I say I don't deserve doing these things, but because I think I should do more. And you guys have to stay on me and say, slow your roll. You're doing great. You've done all you can. Thank you. Thank you. That is such a blessing to me. And I'm so thankful for that. Each year I try, anytime there's a walk or a run that goes on here in Atlanta, guess who's there? Sometimes I cannot do the run. Sometimes I can't even do the walk. So what do? I volunteer. I go to the checkpoints, give people bananas and water and things like that because I can't, because my body physically won't let me do it. I want to do it, but my body won't. So that's what I wanted to tell you guys today, that physical fitness and heart health has given me such a great blessing. And it's really awesome to be sitting on the board with a bunch of cardiologists that cannot believe that I have made it where I am, and a spokesperson. Jasmine, I would say yes. You and Living Better and Tiffany and Miss y'all always getting on my case of foodie. I just can't sit my tail down. But that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. That's why I wanted to come back and talk about walking today. I am back at it again. I had slacked off because I didn't know with COVID-19. Thank you, Marley. I didn't know what COVID-19 would do to me as autoimmune. So I just laid low for a while. And granted, I did some exercise and things in the house, but it still defeated me in one shape or form, in any shape that it could. It defeated me. So I'm now back fighting, and it will not defeat me because I've made myself a goal that I am going to be back to where I needed to be by my birthday in September. I am going to post it in a video every day, effective Monday. I'm going to start back doing a video to let everybody know what my challenge, what my goals, how I did it. I'm going to do that every day. So what I wanted to do also is I want to challenge you guys. I want to challenge you guys to do something different that's going to change your life for the better. So I want to challenge you to say you want to walk an extra uh, 5 steps. I'm going to park away from the front space and park further back. I am going to walk to the mailbox instead of pulling up to the mailbox. I'm going to not eat sweets. So, anybody have a suggestion of something that you guys think we should do a challenge? And I know we all are busy, but it'll do my body good to hear you guys taking on a challenge. And see, my challenge right now is that yes, I'm going to hit that gym every day except for Sundays. Sundays is the only day that I do not go to the gym. And if I'm not making it to the gym, I'm going to walk my subdivision the full 8 miles. So that is going to be my challenge to myself. But if you guys want to take on to a challenge, I can set a challenge where we could say no soda for a week. We don't even have to start big. We can start. I don't drink sodas. So that wouldn't be fair for me to say that because I don't drink sodas. But if you want to say I'm not going to drink coffee for a week, or I'm not going to eat chips for a week, that's more on my game. If you guys want to set up a challenge, I'll be happy to follow through with you. I am also on a map that's called Map My Run. So if you put Map My Run on your phone, it's free. If you put it on your phone and look for me, my page is the same as my IG. It's Art the MS Fighter. So if you guys want to try and follow me, you can see my progress and what I'm doing because I probably will not go live during that time because that's my time of clearing my mind, just like it said that walking does. So I probably will not go live on my walks or at the gym because you know the gym has music playing. So you guys can follow me on Map My Run and you can check that. Your problem is not drinking water. So you know I drink a gallon of water. Same here, chat short bus. Love water. I rather drink water than anything. Sister, add lemon to your water if you can't stomach the taste. Add your little lemon or a little flavor, or infuse your water. That's really tasty. But I will challenge you on the water. If you drink, if you can get yourself to drink 8 glasses of water a day, eight ounces, and that is really not the maximum, but you can drink too much water. Hey, Harrison Family Blog. Hey, how are you, dear? So you can drink the water. Now, the way it's supposed to be is eight ounces of water is what the doctors say, right? But if you're trying to lose weight or anything of that nature, you're supposed to take your weight and divide it by 2, and that's how much water you're supposed to drink. Now, I love water. So if you want me to challenge you to the water, sis, I will do the water challenge. What I will do, because I drink a gallon anyway, I'll drink a gallon and a half. If you want to do a challenge, or I will make sure that because my container tells me how much I'm supposed to drink. Let me go ahead and do this. Let me show you. I don't know. Some of you guys probably have seen this one before, but let me turn my phone on here. I'm not good at following through, but give me just a second. Let me stop sharing my screen, and then I will come on. This is my water container, and it tells me I'm supposed to start at from God off early time in the morning, 7 a.m., and then it tells me how much I'm supposed to drink all day, and I'm supposed to stop at 9 o'clock. But you guys know because I don't really sleep and I'm up all times of the night, I drink then. Now, see, today I'm off track because it's 9 o'clock and I'm just at 5 o'clock. But I did not get up at 7 o'clock to start the water. So before I go to bed tonight, this is going to be empty. So sis, if you want to do a challenge, let's see, you will do 8 ounces of water challenge. Okay. So I will put that challenge in the if you guys don't mind, I will do it as a we don't really have to get anybody else involved with the challenge. That's up to you guys if you want to do it. But if you want to, when you do the challenge, and I'll just come out every day and I'll, like I said, I'll come out every day and give you guys my update of what I've done. And then if you want to respond to my comment, or if you want to put a video out and say you did the eight ounces of water challenge from Eat to Live Strong, and if you want to put a video out there and tell everybody what you drank, that's perfect. That's perfect. So anybody else want to get involved with it? I mean, she's going to do eight ounces. I'm not telling everybody to drink eight ounces, but I want you guys to get water. Water is good for you. You will do it. Okay, so we got Living Better. We have Lady C. Russell that's going to do the challenge. I know Tiffany gets her water in. But if anybody else want to, Jasmine, anybody else in the live want to get on the board with it, let's just do it. I mean, things happen in small steps. You got to do things small. You can't just jump out there and say, hey, Eat to Live Strong, drink a gallon of water. I'm going to do it. I'm not going to tell you that because I'm going to tell you this is all I drink. This is all I drink. I may drink a glass of, what is that stuff I made last night, Living Better? Oh, God. Cranberry sauce. I mean, cranberry sauce. Oh, Jesus, the offense. Cranberry juice. I may drink that. But if anybody wants to do that, let's see. I fill my water container several times a day. That's my girl. And the cooler. I love the convenience of it. I definitely need it with all of this food I'm eating. So yeah, when you go out there, sis, Marley, when you do it, if you guys want me to make a video, and I just don't, cranberry juice, yes, thank you. I just don't want to, I want to share this with everybody to do it, but I don't want to make this big, extravagant thing that people is saying, Eat to Live Strong has this challenge, and then I look up and it's like 50 other mukbangers and things like they're doing the challenge. That's good because I want them to be good with what they do, but yeah, it's a trust system. If you do it, if you want to send, I'll put the video out tomorrow when I go out for my exercise. When I come back in, I will vlog it. And when I come back in, you guys can go out and respond to it and say, hey, whenever I put the video out, I'll mention you guys in it. But some of you guys don't have, I will go to your Instagram and say I did it, or it'll be on my page. So if you go to my page, you'll see it. Just respond to the comment and say, hey, I did my 8 ounces, my eight ounces today. And let's see how far we can get this. You need more water because the meds take a lot. Yes, you take a lot of pain meds. We got to get you away from them pain meds, honey. We got to get you from those pain meds. Okay, speaking of autocorrect, this is way off topic, sis, but I was sending my prayer group a message the other morning, and I said, hello, everybody, and then I send them a prayer passage behind it. Well, autocorrect decided it didn't want to say hello. It said hell. Hell no. I'm like, that's not what I said. And everybody's like, wrong chat, wrong chat. And I'm like, oh my God, it said that. That's not what I said. So yeah, the autocorrect, I had to take mine off because it just drives me nuts. I only take one now. You only take one now. That's awesome. Guys, I went from taking, God, I think I was taking like 7 or 8 meds. I'm taking 1 med now. Supposed to take 2, but then I cleared that other one up. So when I go back to the doctor, they're going to say, you still get, no, don't need it. Don't need it. So good for you. You're down to 1. That's great. Great. So that's what I'll do, guys. I will put the, yes, I put that on the church prayer group. I felt so bad. I was like, you should have saw me trying to clean that mess up. I'm like, I was trying to clean it up. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Right behind it, I sent a prayer scripture out. It was horrible. I was like, oh my God. I didn't mean that. It's like, we know you didn't mean it. I was like, I don't know, spell check. I mean, autocorrect, just do what it want to do. So, but anyway, guys, I'll put the video out. I will start the video tomorrow, which is, tomorrow is Saturday, right? I am bad with the days of the week. I will tell y'all that. Today is Friday, so tomorrow is Saturday. So, okay, Jasmine, I saw that. I will go ahead and do the video. And yeah, not the church group. It was the church group, girl. I spent like 15 minutes trying to clean it up. I said, I wonder if the prayer chat that I sent out gonna make things better. But I put all that out there. It was just horrible. I felt so bad. I was like, from now on, I've got to read everything before. And see, I know what you mean, Lady C, about using your phone to go through the chat, because sometimes Living Better called me once, and I was telling somebody hello and I said hell. And I was like, I did not. The O didn't pop up or whatever it did. And I had to go back and retract that one. I was like, oh my goodness, I got to take this autocorrect off. That autocorrect will have you all crazy, have you looking at all kind of trouble. So, but guys, I'll put the video out tomorrow night. I'm going to do this for 30. Now, see, here's the thing. Anything you do regularly, every day, repetitively, it becomes habit. So once you get it in your system, that's how I got to this. Once you get to doing that, you will do it every day like clockwork. So, um, yeah, so that's what the water did for me. I actually just celebrated anniversary for it was July the 1st. It was, let me think, 8 years ago. It's been 8 years since I had sodas. July 1st was my anniversary, and I didn't go all crazy and put it came up on my Facebook page and I had forgotten. So yeah, it was 8 years for me with that. Got me some clean juice, watching and drinking my healthy organic lemon, organic maple syrup. And what you drinking that for? You're not trying to lose weight, are you? That's what people trying to lose weight drink. What are you doing, Harrison? What are you doing? Lemon, organic maple syrup, and that's that mix that people just trying to lose weight doing. What you trying to do? And that is not the way you lose weight. If you are trying to do that, you know better. You had to start my life from the beginning and walk. Get 15,000 steps a day in. That will do it. Don't be trying to do that quick rich thing. You know that stuff don't work, man. You get back and you do it double and triple times that. If that's what you're trying to do. And if you're doing that and it's not what you're doing it for, I need to no, 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 no. And that's exactly what it's gonna be, quick, and then it come back double. You better get out there and do 15,000 steps. You don't know better than that. You know better than that. If you've been in my lives, you know I've been talking about that, especially about Wednesday. We talk about wellness. You could not do that. That ain't gonna help you. You like the taste, okay? If you lose weight, right? You jog. Good for you. Good for you. I wish that I could jog. I have started to run a little bit in my neighborhood, but not a whole lot. I can run on the treadmill, or at the church. We have a gym inside the church, and it has a air conditioned indoor track, so I can run on that as long as I stay away from because it's over the basketball court. So as long as I stay away from the inner and go to the outer, I'm fine, because if I'm in the inner, I feel like I'm gonna flip over and I'll be on the basketball court. Maple. So I know, Marley. I see, when he said that, I knew exactly what it was. The women that's trying to lose weight at work, they were like, "Oh, I'm drinking this new thing, the cayenne pepper." And I say, y'all have lost y'all ever loving mind. And each and every one of them that did it lost the weight and came back to work, especially sitting at work all day getting all that food they catering into us, gain all that weight plus some. I said, y'all better stop doing that to yourself. You prefer to walk? I love to walk. I do. But running, and I want to be honest, when I ran helped me. When I was running, I lost more weight. Running, I lost more weight. You sampled it and loved it. Oh my goodness. That don't even sound good. That don't even, I couldn't do it when they were doing it at work. It just didn't sound right. When you come, let me know. Definitely let us know, because Living Better lives here, and then somebody I met last night lives in Marietta. Um, you drink it in your tea? Really? See, I like hot, spicy stuff, so I eat it in my food. So No. Uh, yeah, just let me know when you're coming. Wait, is he going to stay on campus the first year, Harrison, or is he going to stay in the? Is he going to do online? I know he's ready to get away from get away from home, just to be, fly, fly away from home and what have you. So he's going to stay on campus. Okay. Well, listen, I'm gonna tell you this. Let's see. Okay, everyone, I have to go. This was such a blessing. Thank you. You're very welcome, sweetheart. Good luck to you. I will post that video on tomorrow. And I'll probably post it in the evening because my time is all whack and because I do my workout and everything. So I want to do a day with me so you guys will see my transformation. So thank you for coming. And yes, definitely look for the video on tomorrow on Saturday. I won't put one on Sunday because I don't go to the gym on Sunday. I clean and I go to church and things like that. So that's what my exercise system on Sundays. We should have a YouTube leader in it. You know that's I told you it's a lot. Short buzz. Come on over to the ATL. But no, Harrison, um, when you get a chance, because where he is going to be living, I grew up in that area, and it's changed a lot. And I know all the ins and the outs for it. So yes, when you get a chance, hit me up on my Instagram. I will talk to you a little bit about what's going on. Nothing to be afraid of. If he's very mindful of where he is and do the right thing, he'll be fine. Is he driving here? Is he going to be driving when he gets here, or is he going to be by the public transportation? Everybody, your house later, Lady C. Oh, okay. She's gonna come by and see you, Lady C, if you're still in here. No, for real. Actually, just let me know because I can tell you everything about the area. I grew up over there. I know everything over there. You're working at driving out. I'm gonna be honest with you. His first year, I probably would not let him drive. Not said it in a negative way. Um, our public transportation is good. It depends on his schedule, what all he has to do. Um, yeah, just just hit me up on Instagram and we'll chat. He definitely needs to be mindful of of the area, but it's not so much of that. If he's doing like these late night studies and things like that, and there's supposedly the security is much better over there now, but yeah, just hit me up because I don't want to bash anybody on the live, but I can tell you some things to have you to let me see. Me too. Grew up a part of my life on that. Yeah, 30310 Southwest Atlanta, living better with style, SWAT all day long. We could, as a matter of fact, when I was in high school, we used to march over there, the marching band and majorette. I was a majorette then. Um, we used to do the homecoming for over there for the AU Center. So yeah, just hit me up on Instagram, and I can give you some information. It's nothing bad. It's just things that we need to prepare him for when he gets here. Um, yeah, just definitely do that because I rather give that to you outside of the chat. Yeah. So just because I don't want to scare you or him because if they do what they're supposed to, they'll be just fine. So because even now I'll go over there and walk around all day long, not afraid. My grandparents still have a house over there. Yep, the marching band. Yep, I did the what was that homecoming for the AU Center, and um, we did the marching band, and then I was a majorette 1 year, and then 1 year I was in the marching band, and so many other things. Good old memories. But yeah, definitely. I just don't. I don't want to. I don't want to get you all nervous or anything. But you're not that type of person, I know. But I just want to get you. Yeah, Living Better was in Southwest Atlanta too. Living Better and I went to elementary school together from kindergarten to fourth grade. And then I left and moved to another part of town. She moved and went to another part. Her parents moved and went to another part of town. And then to find out the other part that she moved to, my mother soon moved to that part also. So we've been doing it. We've been around each other for so many years. It's not even funny. So yeah, so definitely hit me up on Instagram. You know my Instagram, Harrison, right? Yes, small world. So Marley and I from adulthood up, and then living better with style is from knee high to a duck and up. Okay, cool. So hit me up on the Instagram so that we can check that, so we can chat, and I'll just give them some information. And then some of the other people like Living Better could vouch for what I'm telling you, and so can Marley, because Marley grew up in that area. Well, yeah, she just said she grew up in that area, so she knows a lot about the area too. So, guys, Jasmine is going live at 9:45, and I don't know if I've had I've said everything about my fitness. How'd you guys like this week's this Friday fitness talk? Let me know. Excuse me while I take a drink of my tap water. I don't like cold water either. It's all natural. I mean, it's room temperature. I don't like ice water. Thank you, Marley. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. We'll be picking y'all brain. Now, look here, Harrison. I don't have that much of a brain. My brain about that big. I was just kidding. Yeah, pick my brain. I'm good. You say gonna be picking our brain. Yes, please do. Please do. So, but yeah, Jasmine is going live at 9:45. I don't know if you guys want to hang out for the 9:45 till 9:45, and we can raid her. And if you guys don't have time to wait, I'm gonna hold out and go over to raid her. I mean, if it's just you, whoever's in here, if you can stay, great. If you can't, I understand. But please check out her. Check her out. Go and spend 10 minutes at least in her 10 minutes. Yeah, in her live. I think she's doing games. Something came up on my phone. I think she said games. So, but yeah, it was great. I enjoyed it. And again, guys, I told you guys a little bit about me, and I'm so sorry that Deborah didn't come in. I hope she's okay. So I'm gonna have to reach out to her because Deborah lives here in Georgia too, guys. Deborah Glad Tidings. She lived here. I prefer water to be between ice cold and room. Only time I drink Jazz in the cold, all I could drink was ice water while I was pregnant. You'll check it out then. Okay, cool. Yeah, ice water. I don't, especially not when I'm working out. I don't want ice water. No. I drink pickle juice though. I love pickle juice when I'm working out. It helps with your muscles. Yes. You couldn't stand it. Yeah, yeah, water is the only thing I really think of drinking. Yes, I love pickle juice. If I showed y'all my pickle jar right now, y'all would just burst out laughing. And nothing in there's no juice in there. It's just pickles. A whole pickle, no juice. I drink the pickle juice. It is crazy, but I drink pickle juice. I love cold water and frozen grapes. Love frozen grapes. Love frozen grapes. You drink the pickle juice cold? Yeah, out of the refrigerator, straight out the refrigerator. Frozen grapes was when I was doing my YouTube, not YouTube, my Facebook page for the ladies. I had Eat to Live Strong is on Facebook. It's a private group, and then I have eattolivestrong.org on Facebook, and that's part of my website. But anyway, I would give them ideas on what to do for snack. I would just one day I was like, okay, frozen grapes. They would always have an excuse. And I'm like, you guys are like your own enemy. Oh, I can't do the frozen grapes. It hurts my teeth. Okay, then eat the dang on grapes without being frozen. I'm just giving y'all some ideas. And then they would say like one of the days I did celery with peanut butter, and then they had celery with raisins. Now, I couldn't do that one, but I could do the celery with peanut butter. I don't like the strings. Oh my God. Will you just get off my channel, please? Why always say what you don't like instead of saying, oh, interesting, let me try? They will always have complaints. So then when it came down to the end, when I was like, now it's time for me to stop giving my free advice, and I'm making all these juices, and they were like, oh, what's the ingredient? Because I was so bad. I would start giving the ingredients for the juice and stop like midway and wouldn't give them the rest. What's the rest of the ingredients? I don't know. You got to pay for it. Because for 3 years, you had this service for free and you didn't want to even take heed to it. You were always complaining about every little thing. So I was like, I'm done with y'all. So y'all women, I'm telling you, love you a long time, but oh my goodness, y'all were aggravating. It was funny. And I tried not, I was like, try not to say anything negative. And it would be the ones that needed it the most. They needed it the most. And they always had a complaint about something. One of them I started talking about doing Meatless Monday. And I did a Meatless Monday. And didn't think nothing of it. So about 4 or 5 months later, she says, oh, I need that recipe for your eggplant parmesan. So I was like, okay, I'll send it to you. And something said, don't send it to her. She went back and found it in the Facebook page. She puts it on her Facebook page. I didn't know it because I had stopped going on Facebook at that time. I was trying to get my YouTube channel going. And she went back and found the recipe and she put it on her Facebook page and said, hey, y'all, look at my recipe for my Meatless Monday. Why she do that? And my aunt was on that channel and she saw it. And she said, oh, my niece must have gave you her recipe. She must have gave you her recipe for her Meatless Monday, her egg, because that looks exactly like her recipe. I said, y'all women too messy. I gotta leave y'all alone. Y'all are too messy for me. She did that. That was, yes, my aunt busted her. She's like, that looked just like my niece's recipe that she had on her channel. Is that did she finally give you the recipe or something? And then she's like, yeah, that's the recipe. And my first thing my aunt did was, girl, let me tell you. I'm like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. That is not me. I don't want to hear it. Let it go. It is not that serious because the thing she didn't know is that I always left 1 or 2 ingredients out on that channel for that purpose, for that reason. So when she made it, she was missing a couple of key ingredients and I didn't tell her what it was. So, right, my auntie was not having that. Oh my gosh, she was not having that. So, yep, I did that on purpose because I knew they weren't listening and they were just out to get something. And then when that particular person saw me leave a comment to one of the other participants in there about my recipe for one of my smoothies, and I said, well, you had 3 years, and I was very blunt with him. I said, I cannot give it to you right now because the book is with the editor and it's coming out, and I cannot give you this recipe. Now you got to pay for it. And guess what, guys? That was a family member. Boom. I don't play. I don't play. You had 3 years to get that. All you had to do was come out there and participate and share me out, and they didn't do it. So boom, just like that, I was done. I was done. Funny Jasmine. Okay, let me see. So Jasmine, did you send me your link? Because we could go ahead and put that out there now. Let me get your link here. Trying to get your link, Jasmine. Hold on. Oh, it's not going to be great. Let me be great on this phone. Hold on, guys. I'm going to get Jasmine's link so I can drop it so y'all can go over it. She's having game night tonight. So, Harrison, I thank you for coming out too, by the way. If I hadn't said it, thank everybody for coming out. You guys are wonderful. Awesome sauce. I've enjoyed you guys tonight. Lord have mercy. Where is my thing? I'm gonna make sure I drop the right link because I was in somebody's live the other night, and I dropped it was my live. I dropped the wrong freaking link, and everybody was gone. And I was like, I don't know how to get in touch with them and tell them it's the wrong link. And we were trying to go to Short Buses live, and I dropped the wrong. I don't even know what that link was. Jasmine, I don't see your link. Hold on, Jasmine. I'm trying to drop your link. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to drop your link, Jasmine. Jasmine. All right, I'm just going to do it the old-fashioned way. All right, I'm going to drop her link, guys, because she's going to go live in 5 minutes. This is awesome. They wondered why. Yeah, you know what? I forgot you're an iPhone user, so I can pull it from here. Jazz and Nicole, you awesome. Thank you, sis. Thank you. Jazz and Nicole just dropped the link for Jasmine Easley's live. I'm sorry, she's doing, oh no, it says night chat. Why did I think it said game night? So it's a night chat. So guys, you can go in there and chat your heart out. I'm gonna sit back and laugh. I'm tired. All right, it's coming up, guys, and there it is. So yep, it's there. Oh, Marley's already over there too. Ha ha ha. Okay, guys. So yeah, you guys can go over there if y'all tired of sitting here listening to me babble. Look for my vlog every day. This is making me I love y'all because y'all making me vlog every day. Y'all gonna make me vlog every day. So, but I will just a second here. Okay, guys, sorry about that. Great job, Sis and Marley. They used to ask me for my homework answers. Okay. The high school people would ask me for the answers to the homework. I would give them a few corrects. You made them work for that, didn't you, Marley? Oh God. Get on the road today with my support. Now I need to edit my own content. I hear you. Thank you, Marley. I appreciate you doing that. Yeah, that is too funny. Thank you, Jazzy Nicole, for dropping her link. And let's see what we have out here now. Looks like I got 12 people still hanging in here, but thank you, Living Better with Style, for dropping the link also. So she's going to be live in about 2 minutes. And I'm going to charge my phone. My computer is charged. And I will see you guys on Monday. I'm going live on Sunday, guys. I may go live, Saturday. I may go live Saturday, just for a little bit. Well, I definitely got to go Saturday because now I got a vlog. So I'll be live on Saturday, and I'll put a video out for Saturday. So thank you guys for coming. I appreciate you. Love you long term. We got 1 minute left, and while we're waiting, let me just go ahead and do this. What just happened in that? Just for the rest of the evening, I appreciate you guys. Everybody be safe. Mask up. Wash your hands. We all grown. We know how to do those things. Keep that social distancing in line. Anybody come up to me, I'm like, back up. You too close. I'm for real. I do. I don't like people up on me anyway. So this just made it better for me. It's better for me. But yeah, she's getting ready to come on. So you guys go on over there with Jasmine and hang out with her for a few minutes, at least for 10 minutes. And then we'll go from there. So guys, have a great weekend. Thank you so much for coming. And I'll chat with you guys over in Jasmine's Live. Take care. Love you long time. Bye, guys. Bye. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Be blessed too, sis. You have a great weekend. Love you long time. Enjoyed you too, sis. Tiffany, thank you for coming. Love you long time. Appreciate you guys for coming. See you guys tomorrow for a quick vlog of my day. Trying to meet this goal. Love you too, sis. Living better. Love you. God bless. Thank you for coming. And I will see you over in Jasmine's Live, guys. Thank you so much. I will be vlogging no more than about 10 minutes on tomorrow, each day. Just going over my journey, trying to get myself back on track before my birthday, September 24th of 2020. So I'll see you guys later. Good night. Love you long time. Bye.